Good morning, dear students. Today in this lecture, we will discuss the inverse Z transform of some function, say u of z. There are so many methods to find the inverse Z transform, like partial fraction, residue theorem, residue method, means and power series method, and so on. Now we will discuss one by one. So first start the inverse. First start find the inverse Z transform by partial fraction. Before starting, now I want to write some function that have inverse Z transform. Means say u of z. Means we can say if Z transform of u of un equal to u of z. Here un is a sequence or function. Then inverse Z transform is defined as in Z inverse of u of z. So here say function if a u of z, then inverse Z transform un, that is Z inverse of u of z. For example, if function that is uz is equal to z upon z minus a, then inverse Z transform of this is a to the power n. Second is if u of z is equal to z upon z plus a, then inverse Z transform of this is minus a to the power n. Now if z upon z minus a whole square, then inverse Z transform of this is n a to the power n minus 1. Now if we take one more, that is z plus z square upon z minus 1 cube, then inverse Z transform of this is n square. Now we want to find the inverse Z transform by partial fraction. So inverse Z transform by partial fraction. Suppose we want to find the inverse Z transform of 18z square upon 2z minus 1 4z plus 1. Suppose you want to find the inverse of this function with the help of partial fraction. So here means let say answer, let u of z equal to 18z square upon 2z minus 1 4z plus 1. So in partial fraction, first of all write in this way u of z upon z, that is 18z upon 2z minus 1 4z plus 1. Say here if possible, means write in this way u of z upon z. After that, if now convert this expression into partial fraction, means for converting in partial fraction, before we will check that the degree of numerator is greater than denominator R naught. If degree of numerator is greater than denominator, then first numerator is divided by denominator up to the degree of numerator is less than degree of denominator. So here degree of numerator is 1 and degree of denominator is 2, so no need to divide, simply we want to convert into partial fraction. And also this expression is written as here, take 2 common from here and take 4 common from here, it will come 8, so you can write here 9 upon 2 z upon z minus half and z plus 1 upon 4. Now our motive is to convert this into partial fraction. So here z upon z minus half z plus 1 upon 4, this can be written as a upon z minus half plus b z plus 1 upon 4. So this expression can be written as a z plus 1 upon 4 plus b z minus 1 upon 2. Now want to find the value of a and b. So here if write z is equal to minus 1 upon 4, then z is equal to minus 1 upon 4 here, this going to 0 plus b minus 1 upon 4 minus 1 upon 2. This is going to, we can say here, this is plus equal to minus 1 upon 4 minus 1 upon 4, this going to minus 3 upon 4. So we can see here minus 3 upon 4. So simply write here b equal to minus 1 upon 4 upon minus 3 upon 4, that is equal to 1 upon 3. So finally get the value, that is 1 upon 3. If we put z is equal to half in this expression, then get 1 upon 2 here, and this is 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 4. This going to simply a equal to 1 upon 2 upon 3 upon 4. Say this going to we can say 2 upon 3. 2 upon 3. So after getting the value of a and b, you know this expression can be written here, means after getting the value of a and b, simply write a is 2 upon 3 z minus half and b equal to 1 upon 3, so plus 1 upon 3 z plus 1 upon 4, z plus 1 upon 4. So we can say here u z upon z, that is equal to 9 upon 2 z minus half and z plus half. This simply write here, this equal to 9 upon 2 and this is the 2 upon 3 z minus half plus 1 upon 3 z plus 1 upon 4. So means implies that u of z is equal to here and this c means 1 upon 3 means z upon here 1 upon 3 z minus half. plus see this is here 3 upon 2 z upon z plus 1 upon 4. So this simply right here implies that we can say un that is equal to z inverse of u of z, that we can write here 1 upon 3 z inverse z upon z minus half plus 2 upon means 3 upon 2 z inverse z upon z plus 1 upon 4. So here we can write here 1 upon 3 and value of this one 1 upon 2 to the power n plus 3 upon 2 and value of inverse z transform of this is minus 1 upon 4 to the power n. Means we can say this is the answer of the problem. Means we know that inverse z transform of this is 1 upon 2 to the power n plus 3 upon 2 and inverse z transform of minus 1 upon 4 to the power n. That is, find the inverse z transform of 2z square plus 3z upon z minus 2 whole square z plus 5. So as before I have told that first let u of z is equal to 2z square plus 3z upon z minus 2 whole square z plus 5, and if possible write in this way z upon z that is equal to 2z plus 3 upon z minus 2 whole square z plus 5 and write this expression, convert this into partial fraction. So write here a upon z minus 2 plus b upon z minus 2 whole square plus c upon z plus 5. Now quickly we want to find the value of a, b and c. So simply write here 2z plus 3, we can say a z minus 2 z plus 5 plus b z plus 5 plus c z minus 2 whole square. Means 2 plus 2z plus 3 equal to simply a z minus 2 z plus 5 plus b z plus 5 plus c z minus 2 whole square. Now in this expression put z is equal to 2. Simply get here for z is equal to 2, this going to 4 plus 3 7 equal to this going to 0 plus b means 2 plus 5 and this going to 0 implies that b equal to 1. Again if you put z is equal to minus 5, so here minus 10 plus 3 minus 7 equal to this going to 0 plus 0 plus here z is equal to minus 5. So here minus 5 minus 2 minus 7. So we can say c into 7 square and finally get c equal to minus 1 upon 7. Again if you put z is equal to 0 here, simply get 3 equal to here 0 means you can say a minus 2 5 plus b, here 0 5 plus c, 0 means c into 4, c into 4, simply we can write here 3 equal to minus 10 into a and b, here b equal to 1, simply write here 5 plus c into 4 and c equal to minus 1 upon 7, so it is going to minus 4 upon 7, c minus 1 upon 4, so c equal to minus, means this is minus 4 upon 7, simply write here minus this going to left side, so 10a equal to, here this going to right side, so you can say 2 minus 4 upon 7, so we can say this is 10 upon 7, implies that a equal to 1 upon 7. So partial fraction is u of z upon z equal to, say here a equal to 1 upon 7 z minus 2 and b equal to 1 means plus 1 z minus 2 whole square and c equal to minus 1 upon 7 minus 1 upon 7 z plus 5, z minus 2 whole square and minus 1 upon 7 z plus 5. So this can be written here, u of z is equal to 1 upon 7 z upon z minus 2 plus z upon z minus 2 whole square minus 1 upon 7 z upon z plus 5, implies that un equal to inverse z transform of u of z, that is equal to 1 upon 7 to the power n and 1 upon 2 to n minus 1 upon 7 minus 5 to the power n, minus 5 to the power n. Is n to n. So finally we can write here 1 upon 7, take as a common, to the power n minus 5 to the power n plus n to n minus 1. So finally get the answer of this problem. Now we want to find the inverse z transform with the help of residue method. So residue method. This method says that let contour C such that all poles of the function u of z lies inside the contour, say mod z greater than mod a, means if we have a function u of z such that all the poles lie means outside the inside the contour, means in this area, then by residue method, inverse Z transform is, say UN equal to inverse Z transform of U of Z, that is equal to sum of residue sum of Z to the power k minus 1 U of Z, sum of residue of Z to the power k minus 1 U of Z at its pole, sum of residue of Z k minus 1 U of Z at its pole. As we know that there are two type here, there are two type of poles, means simple pole and pole of order R. So residue for simple pole, say Z is equal to Zi, then residue is say Ri, that is equal to Z minus Zi, Z to the power k minus 1. Here we can say Z to the power, can say here n minus 1, Z to the power n minus 1. So here Z minus Zi and n minus 1, and Z is U of Z, and Z equal to Zi. Means we can say here residue for a simple pole means degree, that is 1. Say Z is equal to Zi is a simple pole, then residue is Ri, Z minus Zi, Z to the power n minus 1 U of Z at Z is equal to Zi. And second is residue of a pole of order R, then residue of a pole of order R, say Ri, that we can write here 1 upon R minus 1 factorial Z to the power 1 upon R minus 1 factorial d R minus 1 dz and to the power n minus 1 of, means derivative of Z to the power n minus 1 U Z at Z is equal to Zi. Means one is a simple pole and other is a pole of order R, then residue 1 upon R minus 1 if dr minus 1 dz to the power, say here R minus 1 Zn minus 1 U of Z. For example, if pole of degree 2 means say R equal to 1, then simply 1 upon 2 minus 1, that is 1 factorial, d 2 minus 1 means d upon dz, and here Zn minus 1 U of Z. So we will inverse Z transform by residue method. So, for example, find the inverse Z transform of 2Z plus 3 upon Z minus 3 Z plus 4 by residue method. Here, first check, we can see here Z is equal to 3 and Z is equal to minus 4 is a simple pole. Z is equal to 3 and Z is equal to minus 4 is a simple pole. So take the region here mod Z greater than 3 such that here take the region mod Z greater than 3 such that all the pole of these functions say this is u of Z lies inside the contour. Say this is the contour. So how to find the residue? So you can say at Z is equal to 3 and you know Z is equal to 3 and minus 4 is a simple pole. So for Z is equal to 3, residue say R1 equal to, you see here, Z minus 3, Z minus 3 UZ. What is the UZ? Simply 2Z plus 3 upon Z minus 3 Z plus 4 8 Z is equal to 3. Finally get this cancel out. Now in this expression put Z is equal to 3. So here 6 plus 3 that is 9 upon here 3 plus 4 that is 7. One more term is missing here. See Zn minus 1. So here Zn minus 1. So here 3 Zn minus 1 means residue at pole Z is equal to 3, that is 9 upon 7, 3 to the power n minus 1. Now for residue second means at Z is equal to minus 4, say residue R, we can say simply Z plus 4, here Z minus Zi, so Z plus 4 and you know Zn minus 1 into 2Z plus 3 upon Z minus 3 and Z plus 4 at Z is equal to minus 4. At Z is equal to minus 4. Simply write here means say this is R2. So write here R2 is equal to, so this term is cancel out. So for Z is equal to minus 4, so it is going to minus 4 n minus 1 and this is say minus 4 means minus 8 plus 3 minus 5 upon Z is equal to minus 4, so minus 7. So you can say here 5 upon 7 minus 4 to the power n minus 1. So finally we can say here inverse Z transform of this is simply Un equal to R1 plus R2, that is equal to 9 upon 7 3 to the power n minus 1 plus 5 upon 7 minus 4 to the power n minus 1. So you can say finally get the answer of this problem. Now we will discuss one more example to find the inverse Z transform by residue method. That is, say u of Z is equal to Z square minus 20Z upon Z minus 2 whole square Z minus 4, means Z square minus 20Z, Z minus 2 to the whole square, Z minus 4. We want to find the residue, means find the inverse Z transform by residue method. So you see here Z is equal to 4 is a pole and this is simple pole, and Z is equal to 2 is a pole of order 2. So residue R1, say R1 at Z is equal to 4, that is simple pole. Simply write here Z minus 4 and u of Z, Z square minus 20Z upon Z minus 2 whole square, Z minus 4. Say this is Z is equal to 4. So we can say here this is one more term, that is Z to the power n minus 1. Z to the power n minus 1, and this is Z is equal to 4. So simply write here, see 4 means 16, this is 16 minus 80 upon this is 4, so 2 means you can say 2 means 4 here, this is cancel out, means this is 4 means 16 minus 80 upon 2, 4 minus 2 that is 2, that is 4 square, and here 4 to the power n minus 1, 4 to the power n minus 1, 64 upon 4 into 4 to the power n minus 1, or we can say here minus 4 n plus 1. See, 60 means 64 upon 4, you can say 16 and minus 4 to the power n minus 1 plus 2. So 4 to the power n plus 1. Now we want to find residue, say R2 at Z is equal to 2. So I can say here 1 upon 2 minus 1 factorial and d2 minus 1 upon dz 2 minus 1, and here z minus, say here 2, so 2 to the power whole square u of z, here simply write u of z, that is z square minus 2z upon z minus 2 whole square z minus 4 into z to the power n minus 1 at z is equal to 2. This is written by formula I described before, means here r minus 1, so here r equal to 2, r minus 1, r minus 1, r minus 1 means 2 minus 1, 2 minus 1, z minus 2 whole square, z minus 20 z upon z minus 2 whole square, z minus 4 into z to the power n minus 1. So you can say here, simply this is cancel out, finally you can say this is 1 and this expression can be written in here this is d upon dz, and this can be written here. Simply write z to the power n plus 1, z to the power n plus 1, or here minus 20 z to the power n upon z minus 4 at z is equal to 2. Now differentiate this. So you can say z minus 4 n plus 1 z n minus 20 into n z n minus 1 minus z n plus 1 minus 20 z n into 1 upon z minus 4 whole square. This is simply differentiate with respect to z. Write here simply. Now put the value z is equal to 2. So you can write here. This is minus 2. Here n plus 1 to the power n minus 20 n to the power n minus 1 minus to the power n plus 1 minus 20 into to the power n upon 2 means minus 2 whole square. So you can say finally here minus 2. So you can write here minus n plus 1 to the power here n plus 1 minus and n plus 1 to the power n plus 1 minus minus plus, that is equal to 40 n 2 means to the power n. Here minus to the power n plus 1 and minus minus plus plus, and this we can write here, say 10 to the power n plus 1. Here 10 into to the power n plus 1 upon 4. So finally we can say 1 upon 4 take as a common, and this simply write here. If we simplify, means say to take to the power n plus 1 as a common, means from this here minus n minus 1, from this minus n minus 1, and also, and this is minus 1, and from this is 10. So simply write minus n plus 8. See, minus n, and this is minus to the power, means minus 1 plus 10. We simply write minus n plus 8. So you can write here minus n plus 8 to the power 2 n plus 1, and here you see plus 40 n 2 to the power n, means you can say finally get the answer of this problem. So means you can say this is the residue at z is equal to 2. So for finding the final answer, simply means finally we say that un, that is z inverse of u of z that is equal to residue at z is equal to 2, that is r1, and residue at z is equal to 2, that is r2. We can say here for r1 minus 4 to the power n plus 1, and r2 is plus 1 upon 4 minus n plus 8 to the power 2 n plus 1 plus 40 n to the power n. Now we can say finally get the answer of this problem, means this is the inverse of u of z.